And for years, Christian leaders in Nigeria's Middle Belt have been accused of silence while their communities are attacked. But now, one prominent bishop who dared to speak has allegedly become a target. His story reveals the high price of truth-telling in a country where violence is rising and accountability is vanishing. In March 2025, Bishop Wilfred Anagbe of Makurdi traveled to Washington, D.C. and made a desperate plea before the U.S. House Foreign Affairs Subcommittee on Africa. His message was clear: Christians in Nigeria are being hunted and the world must not look away.
Benue State is about 98% Christian, with very few Muslims living in towns. Nigeria and eventually my diocese and the state of Benue have become, in recent years, one of the most dangerous and insecure places for Christians. Christians and Muslims are nearly evenly divided among Nigeria's large population of over 200 million persons. Islamist extremists are fiercely contesting the possession, control, and governing law of the land, especially in the country's northern and central regions, the latter of which is where Benue is located. There are constant ethnic, political, and religious conflicts over land and allegiance. Constitutionally, we are a secularist country, but our unity has been fragile. Political and religious actions and even public speech have been carefully managed to avoid accusations of religious bias and political tensions. A long-term Islamic agenda to homogenize the population has been implemented over several presidencies through a strategy to reduce and eventually eliminate the Christian identity of half of the population.
Bishop Anagbe detailed how over 60,000 people have been displaced in Benue State alone. In the first 3 months of this year, 12 Catholic priests were abducted and over 600 Christians killed, mostly farmers, women and children. But now, instead of protection, the bishop faces persecution. Credible sources and even U.S. lawmakers warn that Bishop Anagbe may be arrested when he returns to Nigeria. A press release by Congressman Chris Smith calls these threats appalling and part of a disturbing trend of retaliation against religious leaders who testify abroad. Reverend Father Philip Apple, a local Roman Catholic priest in Makurdi, says the bishop's courage has made many reflect on why so many church leaders stay silent.
Christians are attacked and killed on daily basis. And those concerned who are supposed to talk about it have been silent. My own bishop, Most Reverend Wilfred Anagbe, the Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Makurdi, has decided to speak out for those who cannot speak for themselves. He has become the voice of the voiceless. We really need God to bring us back to the days where we enjoyed peace.
The Nigerian Catholic Diocesan Priests Association is urging the federal government to halt any planned arrest, calling it an attack on free speech and human dignity. Nigeria remains one of the most dangerous places in the world to be a Christian according to the 2025 Global Persecution Index by International Christian Concern. As Bishop Anagbe returns to Nigeria, many fear his voice for the voiceless may soon be silenced. His case is now a test, not just of religious freedom in Nigeria, but of how far the world is willing to go to protect those who speak truth to power.